Hamilton.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker, and indeed to the honourable member for Wimbledon for securing this debate. Like many members here this evening, I'm here to talk about my local hospice. Just over the constituency border in Whittington, St Giles Hospice has been doing its vital work for more than 40 years. However, 2024 was a very challenging year for the hospice. Rising costs plus the impact of the cost of living crisis making fundraising more difficult, unfortunately led them to make some impossibly hard decisions last summer. St Giles had to close one of its wings and make a number of redundancies amongst its clinical staff, and that is not due to reduced need across Lichfield, Burntwood, the surrounding villages and further afield, but was due only to the financial situation that they faced. At this point, I would like to commend my constituent Sean Collins, who is leading St Giles's urgent funding appeal. St Giles supported Sean and his children following the loss of their wife and mother, Felicity, at just 38 years old. I'm not sure that I would be strong enough to turn that tragedy into something as positive as Sean has done, but he has all of my support as he does so. The generous donors to St Giles do so much to care for people that they have never met with their donations. In a recent meeting that I had with Eleanor Eustace, the CEO of the hospice, she mentioned how much she values all that they do, but actually that she doesn't want to have a fully funded model because of the value that that fundraising brings to the entire community around the hospice. Having said that, though, government support is essential to make sure that hospices across the country can continue to do everything that they do for all of our communities. So I really welcome the additional £100 million of funding that the government announced just before Christmas, but we really must find ways to ensure that all hospices remain sustainable in the long term. St Giles receives just 18% of its funding from the NHS, less than £1 in 5 when the national average is £1 in 3. Levelling that playing field cannot come fast enough. In addition to this, St Giles has to deal with 5 different integrated care boards. That's 5 different NHS organisations for 5 different geographies, all with different funding formulae, different grant processes, different reporting mechanisms, different key performance indicators, different timescales, all for grants that adds up to nothing more than an administrative nightmare. Simplifying and standardising that process will ensure that St Giles can spend less time securing grants from the NHS and more time on caring for the community in my constituency and further afield. And I would ask the Minister that he looks very, very, very closely at that point, because there is a real opportunity there to secure a significant benefit for hospices across the country. Thank you, Madam Speaker.